Many seniors miss out on valuable programs simply because nobody tells them they exist. Some require an application, some are automatic, and others are hidden inside agencies or nonprofit organizations. The surprising part is that many people qualify without ever realizing it. Think about that for a moment. Every month, thousands of older Americans worry about grocery bills, prescription costs, utility payments, and transportation expenses while help is sitting there, waiting to be claimed. Not because anyone is hiding it from you intentionally, but because the information is scattered across different agencies, websites, and offices. Unless you know exactly where to look, these programs can remain invisible. Today, we're bringing them together in one place. And before we continue, I want to ask you something. Have you ever discovered a benefit years after you became eligible? Many people have. They later realized they could have saved hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars if they had known sooner. That's exactly why this video matters. Stay with me until the very end because the final programs on this list are some of the least talked about, yet they can make one of the biggest differences for seniors living on a fixed income. Let's begin. One of the most overlooked programs is SNAP, formerly known as food stamps. Many retirees automatically assume they won't qualify because they own a home, have modest savings, or receive Social Security. But eligibility is based on several factors, and countless seniors who believe they earn too much actually qualify for monthly grocery assistance. Imagine having an extra amount each month that helps cover fresh fruits, vegetables, meat, dairy products, and other everyday groceries. That's money you no longer have to pull from your retirement income. Even if the monthly benefit isn't huge, every dollar saved on groceries is another dollar available for medications, rent, or unexpected expenses. What's especially important is that receiving SNAP may also open the door to other assistance programs, something many people never realize. That brings us to another benefit that can dramatically reduce your monthly expenses. The Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, commonly called LIHEAP, helps eligible households with heating and cooling costs. Utility bills continue rising across many parts of the country. During hot summers and freezing winters, many seniors find themselves making impossible choices between staying comfortable and paying for necessities. LIHEAP exists to help reduce that burden. Depending on your situation and where you live, assistance may cover heating bills, cooling expenses, emergency utility situations, or even certain weatherization services that make your home more energy efficient. If you've ever worried about opening your electric bill during extreme weather, this is one program worth checking. Now here's something even more surprising. Many Medicare beneficiaries spend hundreds of dollars every year on prescriptions that could cost significantly less through Medicare's Extra Help program. Extra Help assists eligible beneficiaries with Medicare Part D prescription drug costs by lowering premiums, deductibles, and copayments. For someone taking multiple medications every month, those savings can add up quickly over an entire year. Yet many eligible seniors never apply simply because they've never heard of the program. Imagine reducing prescription costs without changing your medications. For someone living on a fixed income, that can be life-changing. And we're only getting started. Another program that surprises many retirees is the Medicare Savings Programs. This is one of those benefits that sounds complicated, but the goal is actually very simple. It helps eligible Medicare beneficiaries pay some of the costs that Medicare doesn't fully cover. Depending on your income and resources, these programs may help pay your Medicare Part B premium, deductibles, coinsurance, or copayments. Think about what that means. Instead of watching a portion of your Social Security benefit disappear every month for Medicare expenses, you could qualify for assistance that keeps more money in your pocket. For many seniors, that's one of the easiest ways to increase their monthly budget without finding another source of income. What's even more encouraging is that qualifying for a Medicare savings program can sometimes automatically qualify you for Medicare's Extra Help prescription program as well. One application could potentially unlock multiple forms of assistance. Now let's talk about something millions of Americans use every single day, but many seniors don't realize offers special savings. Internet service. The internet has become almost essential. It's how people schedule doctor appointments, manage bank accounts, communicate with family, order prescriptions, attend telehealth visits, and even receive government updates. Yet many seniors still struggle to afford reliable service. Depending on your provider and location, There may be low-cost internet plans specifically designed for qualifying households, including older adults with limited income. Some providers also offer discounted computers or low-cost devices through community partnerships. If you've been paying full price every month without checking available senior or income-based discounts, it could be worth making one simple phone call. You might be surprised how much you could save. Now here's another benefit that often goes completely unnoticed. Property tax relief programs. Every state is different, and many counties even have their own rules. But thousands of homeowners over age 65 qualify for reduced property taxes, exemptions, tax freezes, or credits. Unfortunately, many people continue paying the full amount simply because they never submit the required application. Imagine owning your home for decades and discovering you've been eligible for a property tax reduction all along. That happens more often than you might think. Even a few $100s saved each year can make a meaningful difference for someone living on retirement income. And if you rent instead of own, don't stop watching. Some states also offer rent rebate programs specifically for seniors. These programs return part of the rent or property tax burden through annual rebates. Again, eligibility depends on where you live, but it's another example of assistance that often goes unclaimed simply because few people know it exists. We're halfway through the list, and the remaining programs become even less familiar. One of them could help pay for transportation, another may reduce your phone bill, and the final program is something many eligible seniors never think to ask about, even though it can provide assistance throughout the entire year. So stay with me, because you may discover a benefit you've never heard about before. Now let's talk about transportation, because getting where you need to go shouldn't become more difficult simply because you're retired. Many cities, counties, and nonprofit organizations offer free or heavily discounted transportation services specifically for older adults. These programs may include rides to doctor's appointments, grocery stores, pharmacies, senior centers, or other essential destinations. If driving has become stressful, or you've decided it's safer not to drive as often, transportation assistance can help you maintain your independence. Some communities even provide volunteer drivers who help seniors get to important appointments at no cost. The challenge is that these programs often operate locally, meaning they're not widely advertised. Many people only discover them after a hospital social worker, community center, or neighbor mentions them. Imagine how much easier life could feel knowing you have reliable transportation available when you need it most. Now here's another benefit that's surprisingly easy to overlook. Phone and communication assistance. Staying connected isn't a luxury anymore. It's a necessity. Whether you're calling your doctor, speaking with family members, managing your bank account, or receiving emergency alerts, having reliable phone service is essential. Several assistance programs and provider discounts can reduce the monthly cost of phone service for eligible households. Some seniors also qualify for discounted devices or internet bundles depending on their location and income. While the savings each month might seem modest, over the course of a year they can add up to hundreds of dollars. That's money that stays in your budget instead of going toward monthly bills. Here's another program many people don't discover until someone at a hospital or doctor's office points it out. The State Health Insurance Assistance Program, often called SHIP. Despite its name, SHIP isn't insurance. It's a free counseling service that helps Medicare beneficiaries understand their coverage options. This can be incredibly valuable because Medicare rules can feel confusing. Original Medicare, Medicare Advantage, Medigap policies, prescription drug plans. There are so many choices that it's easy to feel overwhelmed. SHIP counselors provide unbiased guidance. They're not trying to sell you an insurance policy. Instead, they help explain your options, compare plans, answer Medicare questions, and help you avoid expensive mistakes. Sometimes a single appointment with a SHIP counselor can save someone hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars simply by helping them choose coverage that better fits their needs. Now let's look at another valuable resource that often flies under the radar: senior centers and area agencies on aging. Many people assume these places only offer recreational activities or bingo games. In reality, they're often the gateway to dozens of assistance programs. They can connect seniors with meal delivery services, caregiver support, legal assistance, tax preparation, wellness programs, exercise classes, nutrition counseling, home modification assistance, and benefit specialists who help identify programs you may qualify for. Think of them as a one-stop resource. Instead of searching through dozens of government websites on your own, they can often point you in the right direction much faster. And now we've reached the final program on today's list. Ironically, it's not a single program at all. It's benefits screening assistance. Many nonprofit organizations, senior advocacy groups, and government agencies offer free benefits checkups that compare your personal situation against dozens of federal, state, and local assistance programs all at once. You answer a series of questions about your income, age, household, and living situation, and the screening identifies programs you may qualify for that you've never even heard about. For some seniors, that single screening uncovers several forms of assistance instead of just one. That's why it's so valuable. You don't have to know every program by name. You simply need to know where to ask. And that's really the biggest message from today's video. Help is available, but it rarely comes looking for you. Many of these programs require you to apply, ask questions, or verify your eligibility before benefits can begin. If you never ask, you may never know what you're entitled to receive. So after watching this video, consider taking a few minutes to check whether you qualify for any of these programs. Even one approved application could reduce your monthly expenses and make your retirement budget a little less stressful. If you found this information helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We share practical updates, money-saving programs, Social Security news, Medicare information, and other important resources designed specifically for seniors and retirees. And before you go, tell us in the comments, which of these programs was completely new to you? Your answer might help another viewer discover assistance they didn't know existed. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.